All right. Okay.
Oh my god.
I didn't know we could do this. I guess because we're a superhero version.
Why are we walking like this?
What's the name of the main character?
Ariel Knight.
Is his name Ariel Knight?
He had a name tag on his jumpsuit that says Caldwell.
Oh, I guess his name's Caldwell.
So I assume the developer's last name is Caldwell, and his first name is Ariel.
Maybe yeah. Ariel Knight. Yeah.
This is weird.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I do like when it goes into that view. As long as they give you a fair warning, as long as they give you enough time to react to what's happening, it looks cool. It's like when modern fighting games do that. Whoops, I slid instead of vault. It's like when modern fighting games go into the 3D mode, like Dragon Ball FighterZ or Guilty Gear games. If it looks cool and doesn't interfere with the gameplay, I say do it.
I feel like this developer is more seasoned than this game would lead you to believe. Just because of the amount of effects that are happening.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
Yeah. Like
this. Visually, the game is stunning. It is good.
I just realized we're running up a skyscraper. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that. I immediately commented on how cool it was that we were running up the side here. My head is turned sideways now.
Oh, it is?
I just turned my head sideways.
It would have to be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to sprint. And then leap. Yeah, it makes it easier to just turn your head sideways. Although, when you're scrolling vertically on a widescreen monitor, it makes it harder to see what's coming up.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think one of our biggest faults right now is that this monitor's too big.
Actually, I think that the way that he has the camera, though, set up, it makes it so that it's easier to... I think he did this on purpose. I think you can actually see the obstacles coming up in this level, in this world.
Continue!
Faster.
Oh, thank God.
Because of the way that the camera is lined up. You can actually see them in the distance. You can see the things you're supposed to slide under in the distance. I think he did it on purpose because we're running vertically and there's less space for you to visually see when things are coming up, right? For you to see. I don't need to say visually see. That's the same thing as saying see. You can see what's coming up. It's harder to see what's coming up when you're moving vertically because there's less space vertically on your monitor than there is horizontally. So in order to keep the effect, though, the cool effect of running up the side of the building and balance it with actually playable gameplay, one thing you could do is put the character way at the bottom of the screen so you could see more, which I think he's actually done that too. He has done that.
Yeah,
he has done that. So the developer has done that as well as, see, look at this. See, you can see it coming from further away.
Oh, that's great.
He did it on purpose.
Wow.
Yeah, he definitely did that on purpose.
Color me impressed. I never would have noticed that had you
My head is still turned sideways.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, now it's not.
That's very impressive. Also, this strange crosshair filter that's going on around any, like the helicopter and you. You notice this?
When is the helicopter going to shoot a bullet at me, though?
He's just checking you out, bro. He's just checking you out. It's cool. He's just checking you out.
I want to go into a gun store and buy one bullet.
Why?
I go in and he says, "How can I help you, sir?" And I say, "I need a bullet." All right, what caliber? And I go, "I don't know, just give me your best bullet."
Best bullet?
Your best bullet, sir. What's your best bullet? Well, we have a 22, 44.
What does the number stand for anyway? Is it the size of the bullet?
I think it's the diameter of the bullet. Number of millimeters diameter.
22 millimeter, that makes sense. You just need one, because you're not going to miss. You're so good at this that you're not going to miss.
And he says, "Okay, how many boxes do you want?" I said, "I just need one bullet." One bullet, yeah, I don't miss. That's a good addition to the gag.
I don't miss.
Yes, my target. I don't miss my target. Who is your target? The governor.
Why would you reveal such?
Oh man!
Why would you reveal such sensitive information?
Here, drink this.
Really? Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
It's a canned carbonated.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Dude.
I think it was the R stick. I think I hit the fucking R stick. I think I hit the R stick and it changed the. I think it was the R stick. Let's check. No, yeah, the R stick changes the.
Wow.
So I hit start and then as I went to hit resume, I went to press A.
Right.
I flicked the R stick up and then hit A real quick. Right. My thumb fat fingered the R stick and then I hit yield by mistake, and it didn't ask me, "Are you sure you want to yield?"
Yep.
It needs to have, "Are you sure you want to yield?"
Absolutely, it does.
There needs to be a pop-up for that, probably on the continue screen as well, because we fucked that up already. I mean, we are Game Soup. We do fuck things up like this often, but
No, there's no reason not to have a confirmation.
the R stick. Yeah, you should have a confirmation for the quit button, which is called yield in this. But you should, and also I don't think the R stick needs to control the menu. I would just turn that off. Yeah, I think having the L stick and the D-pad is more than enough.
Yeah.
So just turn off the right stick controlling the menu as well. Just do that. That's not even that's not like a kind suggestion. That's just I don't want to say an order. Mm-hmm.
You're being blunt about it.
But I'm being
that's all.
blunt,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. And you're right too, I think.
So now I have to do the whole level over again.
Yeah.
On camera before, but we're just gonna start here.
It kind of all runs
It's
together.
a little bit in, yeah. There's a little bit of repetition. I think that's fair though.
Whoa! How did you see that? Was there a warning?
I don't know. I have cat-like reflexes. My head is sideways.
Oh, that
Yours isn't sideways.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that makes it easier.
Okay. I'm just gonna sprint here. I think we got this. Oops. I jumped on it. Jumped right on it. Jumped a little early there. A little early there, Joe. Alright. Got my head sideways. Got my sights on the governor. We got this.
During the break, I asked Joe which governor, and he very pointedly exclaimed, "Our actual governor!" So I'm really glad that wasn't captured on video.
I also said he was a bald fuck.
Oh, that kind of narrows it down, I guess.
Yeah. He is bald, and he is our governor. I think they know what state we're in.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters.
No. If you've been watching Game Soup for a long time, you probably know what state we're in.
I wonder, do you think... I remember at the beginning of the Gets a Fuvada video, remember that part where they asked us to tell them our state? and you got really indignant about it, and you were like, and they asked us our state, and we lied! We said Rhode Island!
Yeah,
we did say Rhode Island.
I thought we fixed Florida. I'm like,
We
yeah,
picked
Rhode
Rhode
Island,
Island,
same
yeah.
thing, same difference.
But you just admitted we...
Why did they ask us our state?
That was the strangest game. Imagine playing Dead Cells and they're like, please
What
give us your
state-
zip code.
Yeah.
What's your address and zip code so we can send you...
The PlayStation asks for your fucking address. I didn't give him my actual address. They ask for you to link your Facebook account.
Come
here.
on,
I don't even have a Facebook account.
Yeah, good for you.
That's one of those things people brag about. I don't have a Facebook account. Huh.
You
Well,
should be able to brag about that, though,
Yeah,
because it's
I've
brag-worthy.
never had a Facebook account. I did have a MySpace account.
Really?
Briefly, yeah. Very briefly. Back in the olden days.
So I've had a Facebook
I
account.
didn't actually have a picture of myself on it.
Of course.
My profile picture was a picture of a squirrel, so I was basically an anon on there.
I mean, I've had a Facebook account since...
This is really the only social media platform, if you want to call it that, YouTube, where I have some kind of identity. Any
This
other?
one?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, YouTube. Game
Yeah,
Soup.
yeah.
The only time I ever go by my real name or actually have any kind of interaction with anybody, I only lurk on any other social media if I have an account on it at all. I guess we do have a Twitter for Game Soup, but we haven't used it in years.
I don't think we... Are we set to auto-tweet?
It used to auto-tweet, but that turned off. YouTube took away that function.
Oh.
Maybe they re-added it? We should probably look into that. Because it used to auto-tweet all of our videos.
Maybe. But I don't know. Also, I feel like that's not really that big of a deal.
Nah, I don't think so. Oh, for whatever reason, I decided vaulting through that door was going to work.
This looks like an earlier level, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. We got to dash through here. Oops!
Oh,
I tried to vault.
God.
I thought it was vault for some reason, but it was actually a slide. Okay, so we just got to remember, it's a slide. Just remember to slide, and you'll be fine. Yeah, it just comes out really fast.
Yeah.
It comes up on you real fast.
Yeah, like we said earlier, the problem is that the game over screen asks you if you would like to give up versus every other game that asks you if you would like to continue. So what really should happen is the game over screen should be asking you, would you like to not yield?
Whoa! Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that was
This kind of reminds me of... Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of the game. I shouldn't have opened my mouth before I could remember the game.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 7.
No. It was one of the zombie games. Like, I think it's called Dying Light. Was it Dying Light?
I've never played Dying Light. That's a
It's
real
like
game?
the parkour one, the side-scrolling parkour zombie game.
Wait, Dying Light is a parkour game? No.
It might have been a different
really?
game. It might be Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight says 2D side-scrolling.
Is that another
parkour
one?
Game?
No, it's Dead something.
Oh.
It's like Dead or Dying something.
Dead
and
Pixels. No, it's not Dead Pixels.
It's not Dead Pixels. It's a it has either Dead or Dying in the title, and it's a 2D parkour zombie game.
That's actually awesome.
With a neat story.
How have I
And
never...
it was for Xbox 360. It's an older game.
I've
But
never heard of
I
this.
remember playing it and loving it, but I can't remember the name of it because it was so fucking generic.
I don't think it's either of those.
No, it's not Dead by Daylight. I know that, but
It's also not... Is it Dying Light? I don't think so.
it might be Dying. I don't know.
I
Dying
think
Light
it
was another game, I think. It was something with Dead.
I got it. It was Dead Cells. Really?
We got this.
You're just gonna let me sit with that for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Remember
I'm
that
gonna
time
have to
that-
believe that you thought it was Dead Cells.
Remember that time that Ed jokingly suggested Dead Cells and Joe...
Remember that time that Ed jokingly suggested that we kill the governor? Ha ha ha, really funny.
You're gonna get us both on that list. That list they keep, you know?
Oh yeah, they keep that
They,
list.
you know them. The governor keeps it. So if we just kill him, the list is gone.
The list just disappeared. Nobody knows the password to that hard drive. It's the governor's hard drive. They'll never find that list.
If I had to guess, though, I would say Hunter 2 is probably the password.
Yeah.
There's only so many guesses. Oh my god,
I didn't think I was gonna make that jump, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
I was ready to berate you for that.
Oh, I didn't know I was still playing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that
Wait,
was a
you were?
cutscene. I was, yeah.
Did you actually press the right direction?
I didn't press the direction at all because I wasn't playing.
Oh, but
I didn't think I was playing
But
anymore.
you didn't die.
I did die.
You didn't die.
Yeah,
you
we're-
didn't get the game
we're-
over screen. It just continued as if nothing had happened. Right? Didn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
It didn't ask you to yield or continue.
I thought it was okay. I'm a little confused about what the fuck just happened. I think we're both a little confused about what the fuck just happened, but the game continues. This game continues whether you're ready or not. It's a runner. Did you know that a runner you can't stop running?
What is the best runner out there? If you're still watching or listening, what is the best runner?
Yeah, leave that in the comments.
Because this is a genre like you play Plants vs Zombies, right?
Yeah.
And it makes you think, man, what a cool genre that I've never played enough of. What other games are there in this genre that I should be playing? That's what I think about this game. This game is cool. What other games in this genre should I be playing?
I think this one.
You stupid son of a bitch!
No, that was right. That was right. That was a cutscene. Runners are kind of parkour games.
I mean, they really
Mirror's
are.
Edge is a 3D parkour. It's a kind of a runner, but not really.
No, I never played
You're
it.
like running a lot. The original
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge, I fucking love the original Mirror's Edge. I played through it twice. The second time was even better than the first time. Like,
Really?
When you the control is a little weird. It doesn't really control like any other game, but once you get used to the control, it's what a dream it is to play that game. I have very fond memories of Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, the sequel, not so much. Couldn't finish it. Too annoying. Didn't like the story. Just everything that made the first one fun, the story and the really interesting control and the balance of it was just not in the second one at all.
Is this the final level? For some reason, it make me think that you just picked up some swords. Did you see that? Some swords?
Hey, listen to the
Music.
Listen to the music. Hey, it's got lyrics now.
It does.
They call this underground now. This style of hip hop.
Why? Oh.
Because
What?
we changed
What?
direction. Now we're running left. I don't know why we're running to the left.
What if you hit left on the D-pad? Does it make you sprint?
Oh god, no! It switches. It doesn't switch the control around. I pressed right to vault because we're running to the left. It didn't work.
Of course.
But yeah, they call this underground because the lyrics are actually good. If the lyrics are good, if the lyrics actually, rhyme and
Right.
and sound like they took some effort to craft, then it's called underground hip hop now. If it sounds mumbly, then it's called mumble rap. Okay, now I have to be really careful.
Yeah.
This is going to be really confusing.
A good designer right now would not include anything that involved left and right. It would only be up and down. Because they would know that you were confused because you're not traveling the opposite direction. And it seems like that happened. You know what I think is really weird?
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, to run,
Yeah.
to sprint, you got to press right. Yeah, this is odd that it keeps changing direction. It's driving me nuts. Why does it keep changing direction? By the way, I do like mumble rap. I like all kinds of hip hop.
No.
I do. And I'm not just saying, I admit that I like it. I like all genres of hip hop. Oh, I pressed the fucking wrong. I pressed the wrong one, so I don't know what the fuck just happened there.
What did you push?
I pressed the opposite direction. I pressed right. But you have to press left. This is really confusing. It's like it's a kind of a mind fuck to switch directions, and I actually don't really know if I like it. Because the sprint, you would think, press right to sprint because it makes you go faster, forward, right?
Right.
But now then you have to press right when you're going left to sprint. It just doesn't add up to me. The left and the rights, I don't know. I don't know if you should even bother switching. I don't know if we should ever switch direction in a runner. I'm not sure if I agree with this design decision. So far, I've agreed with just about every design decision. I've been very impressed. But this design decision, I'm not 100% behind yet.
I think there's a way to do it. I think there is a way to do it. The problem with this particular version of this iteration, right, is that the camera switches instantly. You're instantly running right to left. If there was some sort of slow pan from left to right or right to left, that would sort of give you the idea that maybe the controls are preserved.
It might want to flip the controls. Yeah, they might want to just flip the left and right controls when you swap direction.
I mean, that would probably be the smartest option, right? But
that would be confusing too. I think both. I think that would also confuse players too, because some players are gonna. Oh, I didn't hold.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I almost switched. I almost switched to yield.
Wow.
Yeah, there really does need to be a heads up if you give up. There really needs to be a heads up on that yield. Yeah, this feels like it might be the last level though. Alright, we're gonna jump. And we're gonna vault. We're gonna slide. Jump, vault, slide, sprint. And you need all of them.
It seems like it's testing your abilities in kind of like the hardest possible way. I don't know. I wonder. Although you read the game is short, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, the game's not that long, but I don't know how long. I don't know how many levels or exactly the hour length that the average player might take to do it. But I assume we're probably going to take a little longer because we're talking while we're playing it, and we are GameSoup, so we screw things up.
I'm pissed.
About what? What happened? Why?
I wish I could have gone back in time about 4 years ago and said, hey Ed, learn C++ in Unity instead of GameMaker. I'm still pissed about it.
Oh, he got me.
Can I still be bitter about that? Am I allowed? I'm just pissed.
Yeah, it's a little bit late to switch, at least on this game, and I don't know if we want to rebuild our entire game engine not a game engine, but if we want to rebuild our entire game for our next
You had it right. We've pretty much built an entire game engine. We've built a new engine on top of GameMaker.
We kind of have, yeah.
Which was built on top of an existing engine.
We built a map editor. Well, Ed, I should say. Ed built a map editor. Joe bug tested it.
You did the more important job in my opinion. Because it was an existing engine that I heavily tweaked into a different engine. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's definitely not user friendly. We couldn't release it to the public, but it does help us to build worlds in our game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, if it's not user friendly, then I would like to make it user friendly for you.
Well, you instead of pressing escape to get out of editing a room, you press F9. I'm used to it though now.
That's a legacy thing though. I could easily change that to be escape.
Yeah.
I just don't. It would take 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a variable, as they say.
Oh fuck you! Are you fucking serious? I press right. I press right because it's the opposite direction. In my brain, when your vault is the opposite direction that you're moving, not right on the D-pad. Maybe for other players it might be the other way around, but for me, when I switch directions, I think to press the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So I kind of don't like that it changes direction. I'm gonna say that's probably my most major critique so far.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about this? There's a fundamental problem about this perspective that goes beyond what you see on the screen. And that fundamental difference is, for example, when I control a joystick, when I push down, I want the camera to look up because the person who's controlling the camera is grabbing my head and forcing me to look up, right? When Joe presses right on the right analog stick or presses down on the right analog stick, he wants to look downwards because...
we actually do the same for Y.
Oh, not for X.
For inverted, yeah, for X.
So for X, right? When I want to look to the left, the guy that's controlling my head is looking to the left, but he's turning to the right. It's opposite. This is a fundamentally genetic thing.
Yeah, I invert Y-axis. Ed inverts both axes, which I think that's pretty rare. I don't think most people do that. I think most people probably don't invert.
You think? I think it's rarer to invert one axis and not the other.
You think so?
No.
I think you're wrong. I think a fair amount of people invert Y-axis. Very rarely does anyone invert the X-axis, and probably even rarer does someone. No, I guess you probably invert both. If you're gonna invert.
If you're gonna invert the X-axis, you should invert both. Is that what
I don't think you're gonna be X-axis invert. Are you? Yeah. Do you invert X-axis only and not Y-axis? Leave that in the comment because I want to know who you are. Because I want to know who we got to go after the governor here.
Once we're done, man, we got this hit list. It's only one name long, but we gotta
add another guy to this list because if you're inverting the X-axis only in games, there's got to be something wrong with you. You probably shouldn't be here.
Jesus,
you shouldn't exist on this plane. We're just sending you to the next plane. Don't worry.
Plane?
Yeah.
What plane are we on?
Earth.
Oh.
Earth 722.
You just missed the T on the word to become the word planet. You shouldn't exist on this planet, as they say.
As they say,
or is
but not us.
Right, not us. We would never say such a horrible, condescending. No. This must be what minorities feel like when they think, I'm not the minority. Surely I have the upper hand in this. I believe that everybody inverts both the X and the Y axis. And to not do so is genuinely like a crime against QOL, you know? Like, it's just so awkward. There's no way. Why would you invert one axis and not the other? That means you only have half the brain cells that is required to, like, to look upwards as if you were controlling a cockpit.
You calling me a halfwit? You calling me a halfwit?
I mean, I guess I don't want to say that about you, but
I feel like we just did this section. It feels like it's like looping the same section again and again.
Yeah, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. I wonder if this is like a puzzle, like a Super Mario Brothers puzzle, like the castle.
By the way,
Super Mario Brothers,
we've been going for 8 minutes in this level alone.
Yeah, I'd be pissed if we did an accidental exit on this one. It really does need an "Are you sure?" button.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to exit? Because this, it just sends you out real quick. If you click quit, my mistake.
This is not
a bad move.
This has been like at least double that, right? In terms of dying and replaying and
this is a lot of obstacles. Look at how much they're fucking sending at us. This is crazy. I don't know how I'm doing this. It's not that hard, but this is definitely a step up from the previous levels.
9 minutes. We've been doing this for 9 minutes.
This is a long fucking level, man.
It's the end. It's the end.
Yeah.
Well played.
You're right.
We out. Look, the achievement. We out. You can't see it on the video right now. But
level 13. We got an achievement called "We Out."
I think that's the last level. Dope
news. Press any key to skip.
Dude, I got my own dope news. I sucked my dick earlier today. Oh, look at all those guys.
They were all fake. They were all fake guys.
They were all Nisei Mono, as we say in the Japanese language. They don't say that because I don't even know if that's correct. I just noticed he's got a robotic leg. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
That's how he runs so fast.
Oh.
The robotic leg.
But only through one of them.
Yeah.
This is the end. This is very clearly the end of the game.
I think so, yeah. Is there another boss, though? Didn't we only fight one boss? And it wasn't really a boss fight. It was essentially just a runner level.
Yeah. Wow. So you die at the end of this game. Huh.
Maybe only on hard mode. Maybe if you play on insane mode, you get a clear. It just sends you back out to the... Oh, here we go. Oh, we can go back to the main menu. Creator, lead designer, level...
Neil
Jones. Creator, developer. Well, good job, Neil Jones. A.K.A. Ariel Knight. Music Daniel Wilkins. Publishing team Heads Up, National Development. Concept art, pixel art, vocals.
Pixel art? What pixel art?
The little animation in the bottom right corner, the loading animation.
Really?
Maybe.
I didn't even know.
That might be
yeah,
it, yeah. That's the only pixel art that I've noticed so far. There could be maybe in backgrounds or something too, but
these are public domain assets, I believe.
yeah, probably.
Sci-fi sound pack, absolutely. We used a bunch of those. Did we?
Do you have to credit those? Because fuck, we forgot. We forgot to do that.
Shh. You're supposed to, but we didn't. Shh. Thank you for playing. Was that really that was the canon ending of the game?
It was the canon ending for hard mode. I mean, I had fun. I thought it was a good game.
Yeah.
I thought overall it was a good game. The switching directions is the only part I would say. That's the only major critique. The other thing is obviously you need to have a warning for when you yield, aka quit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we gave all our critiques during the
was pretty
playthrough
cool.
of the game. But overall, really solid. I'm glad we checked this one out.
So be sure to invest in Ncoin before you leave.
And thank you to Ariel Knight for developing the title, and thank you to Ed for co-hosting here.
Thank you to Joe for other co-hosting.
And thank you to you for watching, and we like you.